Heavy is the head that has to manage all of this.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel.
We're now incentivized to buy what we already buy.
Fumbling through college had me building.
I also got some done on the other side.
And that was right around, I would say, May, maybe, right before renewing the lease for this property.
Welcome to the channel, Martha.
Thank you for having me here.
Oh, I was going to say, I am getting up there in age, I'll tell you what.
Bills paid by other people, life was never this good. I had to step back, knowing that it's...
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So, I want to talk about the U.S. housing market, and that housing supply will be coming back to the U.S. in 2026. And this is exactly why. Now, the thing that I hated the most about the real estate market in 2025 was that there was no, and I mean no, beautiful houses on the market from January to September. Okay, from January to September, there was no beautiful houses on the market, at least in my area. Do you know why? People were hugging those interest rates. They love their 3% to 2%, their 4% interest rates. And there was nothing else for them to buy. There was no new houses being made. And there was no other beautiful houses up for sale. So why would they sell? Where would they go? You understand? And so it just made sense that I'm not letting go of this beautiful house just for you to take it from me, and I can't move into something even better and even more beautiful. So guys, there was no beautiful houses on the market for 9 good months. Now, I'm starting to see some beautiful houses in the market. I'm talking $600,000, $700,000 houses. These houses are spectacular. These houses are magnificent. They are a gem. They are a sight to behold. And it's not many. It's very minute. I'm talking about 1 or 2 in my market. Okay, just 1 or 2, and these houses will be snatched up expeditiously. They will be snatched up immediately because they are just so stunning. But what I want to say, guys, is that because these houses are on the market, there's a lot of reasons for that. Interest rates are finally dropping, even if it's just a few quarter points. People who are making a decent amount of money, $600,000 to $1 million type of houses, they're going to be able to maneuver with any drop in rate, because those drops in rates allow them to really move money in a different way than what most people are accustomed to. And so another quarter point, you're going to see people in that 600,000 to 550 range start to sell, start to move, start to shake about, because now they have the ability to get out from under, the ability to start moving property. And guys, when you're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars, $1 million properties, every quarter point absolutely matters. It absolutely makes a difference. And so with the interest rates continuing to drop, we're going to see more houses hit the market because more people will be able to afford the next move. And you know I hate the word afford, because that means you probably shouldn't be buying it. If you can just afford something, you probably shouldn't be buying it. But for the most part, guys, I'm being completely honest with you. Like, it was bad. It was so bad. But now that houses are starting to come back into the market, we're going to talk about why the demand is going to be less than it was originally. So, with the jobs loss, with Doge coming into effect earlier in the year, then the government shut down, where people were scared. They're missing paychecks for weeks, a whole month of missed paychecks. And now you also had, what else? You had layoffs. You had AI taking over. You had people losing their jobs at Amazon, losing their jobs at Target, losing their jobs at Google. These are just a few to name. Losing jobs at Zillow earlier in the year. People were getting laid off left and right because their jobs are no longer needed. And because of that, we talked about car repossessions. We talked about people letting go of things that they don't need. Some people may not be able to, once again, afford that $700,000, $600,000, or even $1 million home. And each drop in that rate cut gives an opportunity for someone else to get them out of a desperate situation. You understand? And so there was a lot of people holding firm to their price. They didn't want to drop in price. They didn't want to drop, you know, um, the ball in that regard. But what happens is, if they can't sell the property now, they're looking to rent it out instead. And so I'm already talking to a few agents now about buying their property that was once listed, uh, and seeing if I can get them to sell it to me. And obviously they wanted to sell it at a specific price, but hey, if you can't sell it at that price, just come and talk to me. I got you. I got your back. I'll help you out with that. So I'm finding myself in a particular situation where I can spark a deal, where I can make some money, where I can assume a property and add some value. I'm dipping into the stock market. Interest rates are dropping. Guess what? That means people are going to take their money out of their savings account. They're going to put it into the stock market, and they're going to make their money work for them. And so I put some money in the stock market here recently as well. But the real estate market is also going to be a hot market. You're going to talk about massive sell-offs. You're going to talk about the most beautiful houses up for sale. And guys, you want to buy in the most beautiful places. You want to buy where the location is everything. You don't want to buy just anything because it's for sale and everybody's selling and it's cheap. No, you want to buy in places where you know there's going to be great opportunity moving forward in the future. And so, what with interest rates dropping, builders are going to start picking back up here shortly. Uh, with people out of work, the price of goods and services will slowly come down because people won't be able to afford what they used to afford, and it's going to be better for the American people in terms of cost of product and items, because now with the tariffs coming back and peeling back that onion, people are going to be paying a lesser price for goods and services in the late 2025 going into 2026. So wood isn't where it used to be. Lumber isn't where it used to be. Steel isn't where it used to be. And so we're starting to see that prices are coming back down to a reasonable level. Inflation is a lot lower than where it was before, thanks to the Fed really sticking to their guns as long as they possibly could before all these job losses and before the jobs reports were coming out. And so we're in a time where this is just the start. This is just the start. I don't expect an overnight thing to occur where people are just selling houses willy nilly. No, this is just the start in November. I expect December you'll see one or two more. January you'll see one or two more. Um, if they make it past February, then it might take all of next year before we start to see real houses hit the market. Because once that tax season comes, people start feeling good about themselves, and then they might see a sell in the summer, but it's going to be expensive in the summer of 2026 because that's when the good houses hit the market and people will be paying top dollar for those. Because I don't think that there's any shortage in demand for good housing. I don't believe that there will be a shortage of demand for good housing. But for all those diamond in the roughs that is really hard to see and really hard to figure out, they'll let those go to the wayside. There's not a lot of people that will be bidding on that. There's not a lot of people that will be interested in that. That house that's across the street that I told you guys were auctioned off for right around 300,000. They ended up rehabbing it and selling it for about $350,000. Um, there wasn't a lot of houses in this market in this area selling for more than 300,000. So to sell that one house for 350, now it's a big house, but to sell it for 350, the family was super excited to move in. And again, it was just recently renovated and updated as well. So I mean, that's setting a new bar. That's setting a new bar for all the houses, all the properties in the area, but also is making it known that good houses are still going to be valuable in any market. And I'm talking about, this was recent, guys. It hasn't even been 30 days since that house sold. Um, So yeah, people are definitely interested in the best value, the best bang for their dollar, and the best properties right now. And so I'm talking about the housing market because of one or two astonishing homes that has been hard to see these days. Tell me the last time you guys saw a beautiful home up for sale. There's not many. There's not many. You probably see like I've probably only seen about 4 or 5 the whole year. If I'm being completely honest with you, I'm talking about 4 or 5 stunning homes up for sale this whole entire year. Uh, so let me know if your market is different. Are you guys seeing the best of the best on the market right now, or is it looking real scarce right now? Let me know in the comment section down below. You know I post on YouTube, Rumble, and Spotify for podcasters, and I can't wait to see you on the next one. Peace.